Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your January the 26th Spiritual Principle a Day in a Meditation. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into this meditation. Okay, the title is Hope Comes with a Catch. For many of us, early recovery was difficult. Facing the prospect of life without drugs can be very frightening. That comes from IP number 23, Staying Clean on the Outside. We usually think of hope as a good thing, but it comes with a catch. Realizing our hopes involves going through change. Some things seem better when we're wishing for them than when we get them. No matter how green the grass looks on the other side, change always seems to stir up a lot of fear and anxiety. One member shared that he struggled when he first came to NA because he had a hard time with the ideal of living the rest of his life without drugs. I heard addicts share that they could manage a day without using, and I realized that all I had to try was not using just for today. They gave me hope. Our basic text mentions this same principle. Most of us can do for 8 or 12 hours what seems impossible for a longer period of time. If the obsession or compulsion becomes too great, put yourself on a 5-minute basis of not using. Minutes will grow to hours and hours to days. Many of us had wishes about getting clean before we came to NA. But we didn't see how a life without drugs could possibly become a reality, for us until we heard addicts, just like us, share how they had done it. Hope begins when we shift our vision from the seemingly endless journey ahead to the few steps in front of us. Life without drugs seems impossible, but 5 minutes without drugs is doable. The same is true for any change we wish for in our lives. Getting out of treatment or jail, changing jobs or moving, switching sponsors, or becoming more open and vulnerable with our partner. Imagining the new life that awaits us on the other side of any big change can be intimidating. But we don't have to live that new life all at once. We talk to members who have made similar changes, and they share their experience with us. We find hope by listening to other addicts. We begin to see how we can get through the next 5 minutes, the next few hours, the rest of the day. As it turns out, the grass is greener where we water it. The difference between wishing and hoping is that hope lets me see a way forward. I will share a wish with my sponsor and ask for help in transforming it into hope. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the We version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you, God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please and thank you. What a powerful meditation. Hope comes with a catch. Yeah, hope does come with a catch. It will always remain just hope if we don't put some action behind it. It will be more like wishing. Just wishing, 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 wishing. Wishing that we could stay clean, wishing that we could have a beautiful, intimate relationship, wishing that we could be debt-free, wishing that I could have all the credit in the world that I could possibly get, and Spiegel would open back up and I could shop for some of the finest clothes I've ever worn. Wishing I could get my passport again so I could go overseas. Wishing, 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 wishing. We wish a lot, don't we? But now hope. Hope is a little bit different. Hope means that you've seen something that you truly believe is attainable and you want that thing, whatever it is. And it's accompanied by a willingness to do whatever it takes to get it. We're no longer hoping to stay high. You notice I didn't say wishing to stay high. I said hoping to stay high. Because every day we hoped to find the next one. And we went about our daily lives finding ways and means to get high. We accomplished it. We accomplished it so well that literally people that we loved stopped dealing with us because it seemed like that was the only thing that meant anything to us. You know, this meditation is really good because it talks about, it talks about any change can be intimidating. The literature tells us that a lot of times we may not really be able to embrace the ideal that we will never use ever again for the rest of our lives. However, we might be able to imagine ourselves not using for a few hours and then make a commitment before we start those few hours that when we get to the end of it, that we'll try it again and we'll try to perfect that time period of not getting high. And so now 4 hours becomes 5, 5 becomes 8, 8 becomes half a day becomes 3/4 of a day. And before we know it, we've slept 6 hours and what? I've awakened with another day clean. Why can't we apply that to every area of our life? Why not? I don't see why I can't. I like this idea. I like it a lot. I like the idea of making a decision not to have something that I've always just assumed that I could have because I wanted it. But I know it's not good for me. I like the idea of saying, you know what? I don't have to stop eating that for the rest of my life. I just need to not eat it today. I just need to not eat popcorn for lunch and breakfast and dinner. Ugh, I love popcorn. So if I can apply it to something as simple as that, is there something that you can apply it to? I'm just wondering because I think this thing could work for you in other areas of your life. Hope does come with a catch. It comes with the willingness to actually put some elbow grease into it, right? Put your arms into it, roll up your sleeves and go to work on that thing, whatever it is. If you say you want it, stop wishing for it and become more actively involved with making your hopes come true. I feel like I've said enough, but I tell you one thing. When you put forth the effort, your higher power will meet you. What you can't do, your higher power will help you to do. Do what you can do and just watch your miracles unfold. My name is Mighty Stream. You've been in the flow of the stream, so let's get out there and do something mighty today. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose. I just realized that I did not scroll that up for you, so let me reread it to you. The difference between wishing and hoping is that hope lets me see a way forward. I will share a wish with my sponsor and ask for help in transforming it into hope. Can you do that for me today and let me know how it goes in the comments? I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful day on purpose.